And his neighbors, again, he had very lovely neighbors, and they complained to him that the goats are damaging their fields because they're eating all his crops. Now, Hanina ben Dosa knew that his goats would not do that. So he said, you know what, if my goats are damaging your fields, then I want bears to come out of the woods and I want them to eat the goats. But if my goats are not damaging your field, then I want my goats to come back in the evening, each goat in its horns having a bear. And that night, all the goats came back with a bear in their horns.
Wow.
What do you do with all those bears?
You eat them.
They bears too.
You make coats.
Coats and rugs.
And you can sell them.
I thought of rugs, I didn't think of coats.
Hanina ben
yeah.
Dosa had a neighbor who happened to be nice, and she was building a house. And when she was building a house, the beams in the house weren't long enough. They didn't reach from one end of the house to the other. They were too short.
It happens.
She didn't know what to do. She didn't have money to buy new ones. So she went to Hanina. She said, I don't know what to do. The beams don't reach. I can't continue building my house. So Hanina ben Dosa davened to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and the beams lengthened, and they jutted out on both sides, a half a meter here and a half a meter here.
Telescopic.
There was somebody by the name of Plimo who says, you know what, I passed by this house and I see that the beams are jutting out all over the house. Who built a house like this? They said, this is the house that Hanina ben Dosa built the roof for. It was known that Hanina ben Dosa helped build this house. So now the Gemara gets back to, remembers the goats. He said, how did Hanina ben Dosa get goats? He didn't even have bread to eat. He had nothing. Where did he get goats from? Mich, where did he get goats from?
He sold the bears.
They had goats.
He had goats to make sure that if he ever did have anything, they ate it.
He had goats
Close.
to catch the bears.
He sold the bear first.
So this is a very interesting story. In Baba Metzia, the Gemara says that if somebody finds something, you have to make your utmost effort to find the person who lost it, to return it. You have to return it. And if you can't find them right away, you have to take care of whatever the object is, like it was yours, until you find them, and then you have to give it to him. There was someone who came to the neighborhood of the Hanina ben Dosa, and I don't know where he went. He had chickens with him, and he had to go down mincha. So he put the chickens down. He went to daven, and then he got on his wagon, and he went home. He forgot the chickens. So Rabbi Hanina went out, and he saw the chickens. So he took the chickens into the house, and he told his wife, "These chickens are not ours. Somebody forgot them outside. Don't use the eggs. Don't use anything. Don't eat the chickens because they're not ours. We have to give them back." So the chickens had eggs, and the eggs hatched and had more chickens. And then those chickens had eggs, and the eggs hatched and had more chickens. And he had so many chickens, he didn't know what to do. So he sold the chickens, and with that money, he bought the goats. One day, this guy came back looking for his chickens, and he said to everybody, "I love chickens here, I love chickens here." So Hanina asked him for signs, for proof that it's his. And he gave him the proof, and he said, "Let me show you the chickens." And he took them in the back, and he said, "Your chickens became goats." Anyway, these were a lot of tzaddikim, and it was a lot of fun to learn this. There are a lot of stories. I don't want to make it too long, but I hope that this was interesting. Anyway, the Gemara says at the end, Amar Ula Bira Amar Rabbi Elazar, Atid HaKadosh Baruch Hu Lasot Machol. What's a machol?
Dance.
HaKadosh Baruch Hu will make a circle of dancing, Latzadikim, for the tzadikim, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu will be in the center. All the tzadikim will dance around, Betoch HaMa'agal Began Eden. V'chol echad v'echad mareh be'etzba'o, and each one of the tzadikim is going to say, He's going to show. ואמר ביום ההוא הנה אלוקינו זה, קיווינו לו ויושענו. We were hoping and awaiting HaKadosh Baruch Hu that he should redeem us. זה השם קיווינו לו נגילה ונשמחה בשבילתו. This is the day that we are happy that we found this is HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and now he has redeemed us. We don't have a minion here, so